The past comes by tonight. It's such a beautiful song. We can bring back yesterday, but we got it right now. Right now. Right now. Right now. Come too far. This is the moment. This is who we are. So we put our hands up. Raise the bar. Like a ceiling can hold us. Tonight is the night. Like this is the moment. Wanna feel this love. Like a ceiling can hold us. I don't care. I love it. This is what it means. Right now. Right now. Right now. I know you want it. Right now. I don't care. We can get back yesterday, but we got it right now. Right now. Right now. I know you want it. Right now. I don't care. I'm ready to get started. I'm ready to get started. Such a beautiful sun. Baby, I'm going back. Baby, I'm going back. Baby, I don't know why. I don't care. I know it. This is what it means. Coming up right now. Right now. Right now. I know you want it. Right now. Shut up and sit down.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Big Dog Brett, thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, share, send it to your mom and them. Welcome back. So glad you are here. So much to talk about. So first off, thank you guys for being here. Really appreciate everybody in the channel. Fusion Brett, Michael Porter, Jamir Bingham. Michael Porter, one of our resident members. Thank you so much, sir. STHAUCKS. Not sure how you say that name, sir. Mike Jones, and quite a few of the other guys watching here that haven't quite commented yet. Glad to have you guys in the show. Lots to talk about as usual. Let's go ahead and kind of get started. Can you guys hear me okay? Can I get a thumbs up? Somebody let me know you can hear me. Audio is always in question here. Hashtag professional. Drinking my root beer as usual. Evening, gents. How you doing? Dang shame about Saturday. All right. Thanks, Elite GB. Appreciate that. All right, guys. So tons of stuff going on right now. Where do we begin? Not happy. What's up, Samuel Pate? Not happy at all, guys. This was absolutely ridiculous. This is uncalled for. Baseless. More than upset. We'll say it as that. I have been robbed, temporarily at least. I have been robbed of a football game for tomorrow. Yeah. So there is a lot of speculation as to why and what has happened. So let's talk about a little bit of that. I'm going to go ahead and throw the chat down in the invite here. So if you guys want to get in early before the show really gets rolling, now would be the time. I'm going to go ahead and throw that link in. Tiger Raven she is a girl who had never done it before. I bet with time she'll be as good as any of the modern kicker. She would probably be a starter for Alabama, though. Stray Dog, another one of our resident members. It's a shame that girl gave all them guys the Roni. Come on now. You know that ain't what happened. What's up, Crimson Brave? Oh, he's switching up his traditional intro. Normally he goes with something along the lines of bow down to Bama or something like that. I'm Christmas light finding with my family. I'll enjoy later. You guys go out and have fun riding around looking at Christmas lights, man. We do that every year. We always have a blast doing it too. So no reason not to do that. What's going on, Dwayne RTR? Thank you so much for being here, sir. There's Crimson Braves traditional intro. All bow down to Bama. Dwayne in full effect. Thank you so much for being here, sir. Really appreciate you. Okay, so obviously since UGA is not playing tomorrow, I have to find something to entertain me tomorrow. Anybody have any recommendations? I'll wait. Tomorrow at 3:30. Tomorrow at 3:30, there is the Florida versus Tennessee game. Florida versus Tennessee. Whoopity-doo! Mathis to Michigan State. Are you for real, Crimson Brave, or is that just rumor? Check you out. Let's see if you're on the up and up, sir. I don't know if you're telling me the truth or if you're just trolling me. Former Georgia QB DeJuan Mathis reportedly open to transferring to Michigan State. I don't know that Michigan State's going to be able to produce him, but and something that needs to be done. But yeah, Auburn plays South Alabama in basketball tonight. I'm scared. Why do you watch basketball, sir? We have football. Nothing wrong with watching basketball when there's nothing else to watch. And even then, I'll find something else to watch. Not a basketball fan. Basketball is just boring to me. Oh, and I saw one of the most ridiculous statements I'd ever seen. Somebody posted somewhere baseball versus football action time or something like that. And there was a meme of somebody talking about how there's like 4 more minutes of action in baseball than there is in football. And I had to respond with, because a lot of people say baseball is boring to watch. And to me, most of the time, baseball is boring to watch. Unless you've got 2 really good teams that are kind of playing a chess match. Baseball is a nuanced game, so is what it is. Hey, Tiger Raven, what's going on? He said 73-7. That's a whooping. Bama about to mollywop LSU Tigers. Roll Tide roll. And see, the bad thing is that this is going to be a revenge game on top of it. It's going to be bad. My man Fusion says 59-23 Alabama. Samuel Pate says 49-0. You know what? If I had to throw a number out there, I would probably go somewhere around 55-17. That would be my guess for the Bama LSU game. Alabama's going to absolutely destroy LSU. It's not even going to be funny. It's going to be funny, but it's going to be a beating. It's going to be a beating. Pitch another shutout in Tide Valley. Ooh, it's about running up them stats for Jones. That's pretty much what it's going to be. Humbled Mumbles. I like that name, sir. That's an interesting name. They're going to beat the brakes off of LSU. There's no doubt in my mind about that. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the Florida. Excuse me, not Florida. Let's talk a little bit about Sarah Fuller. Man, I am seeing all kind of comments about one of the reasons that a lot of the people, a lot of players have quit the team is because the coach left the team. Stop. We're talking about Derek freaking Mason. We're not talking about a Dan Mullen. We're not talking about a Gus Malzahn. We're not talking about we're not talking about anybody of any reputable stance. We're talking about Derek Mason. The only reason anybody knows Derek Mason's name is because they watch SEC football. If you didn't watch SEC football and actually know who Derek Mason was, you'd never know who the coach of Vanderbilt was. He's terrible. He's been terrible. Nobody knows. Nobody knows who he is. So him getting fired this year was no big surprise. You go 0-8, dude. What are you doing? Nobody left the team because of that guy. Now, you may say that they left the team because there was nobody there to hold them together. Fair enough. Players may have really liked him, but they didn't quit the team just because Derek Mason left. These players, more likely than not, were kind of terrible anyway. Not trash talking the team, just saying when you're 0-8, you can't even win one game. You're probably a little bit trash. Yeah, and then you apparently have a field goal kicker you have a kicker who comes in and talks smack at the halftime. I don't know what the coaches were thinking doing that. She ain't even played a whole football game yet. She's going to come in and talk smack to a bunch of players or try and pep them up. Listen, that ain't going to work. I mean, I kind of understand what you were trying to do there. You were trying to rally the team by trying something new, but I think that one blew up in your face. Not surprising that there was another bad decision made by the coaching staff of Vanderbilt. So, it is what it is. Vanderbilt fans are heartbroken. You mean both of them? Really? Both fans are heartbroken? That's tragic. Hey, what's up, Chris Brookard? Yeah, the chick kicker was a gimmick. I'm all for anybody who wants to go out and play the sport, whether it's a female, whether it's a guy, whether it's somebody who doesn't identify as both or whatever. I don't care. Thanks, Chris. What's up, buddy? I don't really Stray Dog said, look, she's not a kicker. Listen, we don't know if she's a kicker or not. I don't think they've given her an opportunity to even try and kick, but I would like to think that a soccer player would be able to kick a ball a pretty good distance, especially at the collegiate level. Yeah, I thought it was ridiculous that they did a pooch kick as well, Chris. There was no reason for them to do a pooch kick. If they were going to let her kick, let her kick. I mean, let her go out there and just kick it as hard as she can. And even if it goes out of bounds, I'm like, all right, just straighten one out, it should be all right. But a pooch kick, I was like, anybody could have kicked that. Apparently, all of the secondary kickers, second string, third string, whatever. Hey, listen, dude, I can promise you I have not kicked as many footballs as probably she has. She's probably kicked more in practice than I have. But I can promise you I can kick a football further than what she did. He said, shut the Vandy program down. Who are you going to replace them with, TikTok? We got to have at least one cupcake in the SEC. Root beer to the rescue. First female D1 ever. Pooch kick. Pfft. Yeah, I agree with that. That was ridiculous. I will say, though, that anybody can kick a pooch kick. Yep. And then she didn't even do that good of a job. As soon as she kicked the ball, she didn't even wait to see where the ball went. She just ran off the field. And basically the other players, they didn't even try to do anything. It looked staged. It looked bad to me. What's going on, Assassin? What's going on, Jason S? Replace them with UCF? I don't know, man. I don't know who we would replace them with. I don't know if I would want UCF in. Right now, you got to look at it from a couple of different standpoints. Right now, you have an SEC team that you don't have to compete against for recruits. You've got to have some bad apples in the SEC. We all can't be powerhouses. So, Wyoming, how is that in the Southeastern Conference, sir? I'm suspect to call them Missouri in the SEC. I'll be honest with you. I don't think they belong in here either. To me, that's Midwest. That's just me. No, Georgia Tech, get out of here with that. That ain't even a real college, man. What's going on, Michael Hogg? I'm doing pretty good, sir. Hope you are too. Yeah, y'all can have Georgia Tech. Yeah, we don't want them. We don't want them at all. I mean, let's see. Who could we pick up? You know what? I would probably take another Texas team. I would take a Texas Tech. I would take Texas Tech in place of Vandy. I would take TCU. I would take them before I take yeah. Ooh, man. Paul Johnson ain't there no more though. Could improve for sure. Yes, sir. Hey Chris, how's the fam anyway, man? How's the family doing, sir? Good, I hope. Baylor. Oh no, man. I can't do no California teams, man. Wait a minute. Isn't Baylor in Texas? I don't even know. I don't like having A&M or Mizzou. I'm okay with A&M. I just don't like Mizzou. So Missouri is sketchy for you, but a Texas team is okay. Yeah, because at least they're Southern. I mean, they've got half of it. They got Southern. Missouri is neither Southern nor East. So, okay, Baylor is in Texas. My mistake. I don't know if I would take Baylor or not. How about me? I'm doing pretty good. Our family's doing good too, man. I appreciate you asking. Let's see here. So the whole Vanderbilt thing, I'm not sure Georgia Southern would be great. Yep. And for those of you who don't know, if you don't keep up with Georgia football, Georgia Southern is the school that Devon Gales went to. Devon Gales was the guy that got paralyzed on a kick return playing against Georgia. Georgia went out and took care of all of his medical bills. And if I'm not mistaken, they ended up buying him like an 8. I don't know, it might have been a 5,000. I think it was a 5,000 square foot medical handicap accessible house. Hard to win consistently in Georgia. Hard to win consistently in football for Vandy and the SEC, but they compete well in other sports. They're mainly a baseball school. They do pretty good in baseball. Southern Louisiana. No. I don't want La Tech either. Laughing Out Loud, Texas has the whole conference that explains the beats. Oh, my goodness. So apparently a lot of the players on the team have voiced a concern, at least I guess, about the coach leaving, and some of them have quit the team because the coach left or because of the female kicker. Apparently that was not very well received in the locker room. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on. However, I do think it's kind of weak to come up and say the day before, hey, what's going on, Sarah? Thanks so much. Score prediction for the Bama LSU game, 55-17, sir. 55-17. So, yeah. But for me, it's you're going to wait the day before you call off the game. It was like, you should have known this ahead of time. You couldn't come up with 53 players. So what? Who did we just play that couldn't come up with all of their players? Oh, yeah, Mississippi State. I think they had like a grand total of 49 scholarship players, and they still played the game. Listen, a clear indication that if the teams want to play, they'll let them play. These guys don't want to play, then whatever. FIU, FAU, ECU, or Southern Miss. I'd actually take Southern Miss. I like that team. Michael Hogue says he had it 59-23. That's possible too. Maybe they give up a trash touchdown there at the end or something. That put them close to the 59-24. I could see that. I can't see them kicking 3 field goals in that game. Crimson Brave said, I'd rather have Chester bust a hole through my floor than keep my That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. Yeah, hang on one second. Guys. I don't want to yell in the mic. So what do you guys think is going to be the best game for tomorrow? Hey, Caden. Reload. There we go. I'm back. At Big Dog Brett, I have seen. I have it being 35-0 with Devontae with 3 touchdowns in the first quarter. Ouch. Little guy's upstairs right now. He didn't get a nap earlier today, so he's kind of just being chill. Papanastas is greater than Sarah Fully. I guess he means Fuller. That doesn't work that way. But thank you. Yep. Vandy, not candy. Tennessee, Florida with the Gators losing. Okay, so we got about 40 of you guys in here right now. Who do you think is what's going on, Electric Grid? Female linebacker next year. I don't know. Maybe. So who here, out of the roughly 40 people here, who here thinks that Tennessee's got a shot tomorrow? Autocorrect changed Vandy to Candy. Candy fans, SEC, baby. I just read that, Chris. That's matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna do this. You know what? I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that right there, and I'm gonna put that on a T-shirt in the marketplace for me. Dwayne Artero was like, not a shot. Shot at what? Not a chance. No chance. Michael Hogg says, I'm not trying to get you mad at me, but he is the one that makes the stream what it is. Also, do you think Purdue gets off the schneid tomorrow against Nebraska? Purdue should beat Nebraska tomorrow. Nebraska's a terrible team. Florida could beat Tennessee if all they did was use Kyle Trask and Kyle Pitts. They've got those two. They can run it, and they've got some deep threat guys. Tennessee doesn't really have a whole lot to play for. In years past, when they don't have much to play for, they're typically not a powerhouse. Fortunately, the Georgia game with Vanderbilt was just postponed instead of canceled. Initially, it was canceled outright. It looks like they fixed that. If Florida goes out there lackadaisical and they think they're going to just win that game, Tennessee might give them a run for their money in the first half. But after that, I think just depth-wise and talent-wise, Florida should if Florida is a bad team, you are correct. They are a terrible team. But Nebraska is just horrible. They're so bad. Pruitt is playing for his job every game going forward. Pruitt is under a ton of scrutiny because Pruitt is already a super abrasive personality. So whenever he gets into a situation where his job's on the line, I mean, it's already that much more intense because he's super abrasive. So it's like we already don't like that guy. And he starts screwing up. It's like, yeah, we're going to pitch him. I don't know if they can afford it, though, because they were already paying for like 4 other coaches right now. So he may be on the hot seat, but I don't know how hot it is. How many of you guys are surprised that the Derek Mason got fired, though? I was watching there's a guy I watch. He's called The Late Kick. And sometimes I really disagree with this perspective, and sometimes he's spot on, but loved his coordinating of the defense. Bama versus Florida will be fun. I think so, but I think that Bama not only has the coaching to take down Florida, I also think they have more talent than Florida does. So that's going to be difficult. It's one thing to get out coached. It's another one to get out talented. But when you got a coach who's got more talent and more coaching experience in those situations, it's going to be tough. I mean, look at all the national championships that Nick Saban has, and then also look at Dan Mullen. He hasn't even won his division yet, so it's tough. Mason on UGA staff next year. I hope not, man. Him and Kirby are friends. I think a lot of the coaches in the league are better friends than what they give each other acknowledgement for in the press, and I think that's on purpose. But so next question is who do you guys think is going to take over the not Florida State, the South Carolina Gamecocks head coach position versus the Vanderbilt position. Obviously, those are two different caliber teams. Neither one are top tier at this time or have been in recent memory, but I would like to think that the Florida job is a little more prestigious than the Vanderbilt job, but I feel like it would be easier. You would have lower expectation taking the Vanderbilt job than you would taking the South Carolina job. Let's see. Dennis Wilson said, "What's up? Hey, what's going on, buddy? Who would want to go straight into that dumpster fire known as Vandy? I mean, Jeremy Pruitt took over Tennessee, so I mean, I have to say that I want my payback for what Georgia did in the Outback at Capital One Bowl. And who gave you the worst headache, Drew Brees or Kyle Orton? Probably Drew Brees. I'm hearing all kind of stuff. I really am. Money talks. That's right. Mike Bobo. Do you think Mike Bobo takes over the job at South Carolina, or do you think Mike Bobo takes the job at Vanderbilt? What do you guys think is going to happen with Mike Bobo? You think he's going to stick around? You think he's going to head out? What's he going to do? Deliciousness. Vandy get receivers group COVID-19 girl receivers. I need a translator. Somebody translate this for me. I don't know what it means. Got another Florida fan up here. I can't understand y'all, man. I don't know if y'all eat too much sand. I don't know if it's the salt air. I don't know what it is, man. Does anybody know what this means? Michigan State will upset Ohio State. Come on now, Electric Grid. You know you just trolling, man. Oh, my goodness. Vandy get receivers, group COVID-19 girl receivers. I don't know what that means, man. Florida Gator Nation over here. What's up, Cornelius? How you doing, sir? Bobo stays at South Carolina. He is the only stability they have right now. I would agree. I would love to see Mike Bobo come back to UGA and work as an assistant head coach for Kirby Smart, but who knows? I could see Mike Bobo taking a stab at the head coach position. I would be highly surprised if they haven't already talked to him about it. He may have turned it down, but I'd be highly surprised if they haven't talked to him. Vandy to Lingerie Football League. That's messed up, man. Big money donors at Bama talked about getting Dabo. His mom lives 10 miles from me. Wow. Malachi Moore is the next honey badger. That's a possibility. That is certainly a possibility. I don't think that Ohio State will lose, Big W, but Michigan State has had Ohio in its numbers in East Lansing, though. They may have had Ohio State's number, but they don't have Justin Fields' number. Maybe so. So let's talk about tomorrow's games real quick, since we got quite a few of you guys in here. Really enjoy you guys being in the stream. Without you guys, it's just me talking to a screen, which is what I do sometimes anyway, for sometimes 20, 30, 40 minutes. And then I realize, hey, genius, you're not recording anything. Florida Gator Nation says would love see Vandy girls soccer team on Vandy football team. Hey, what's going on, Mr. Keith Ka? Welcome back to the channel, sir. One of our resident contributors. What do they call it? The Big Dog Brett contributor. I think that's what they call it. So I keep forgetting to do this, but I need to do this. Doing some fabulous winter. Let's see. Brewed with orange peel, cinnamon, and ginger root beer. What's going on? Trenches? No problem, Keith. You guys are welcome to join the channel. I think I just double posted because the other one lagged. It actually did go into the chat, and I just didn't notice it. Just rumors from a Bama alumni and connections. Sarah Crane's been around for a long time. For those of you who don't know her, I think she's been here in the channel pretty much since the channel started. She doesn't routinely make statements that are not very accurate. So if she puts it in the chat, it is more likely than not the truth. Yes, sir. The game is canceled, scratched, slashed, postponed. Apparently, we're going to play on December 19th. We also have to play Missouri. There is a caveat that if somehow Georgia ends up going to the SEC championship because Florida loses 2 games, this game, which would be played on December 19th, would be counted as an automatic forfeit. So, yeah. Don't know if you have talked about it yet, but the rumor is that some Vandy players are refusing to play because of the controversy with the female kicker, and that is why the game is postponed. I have heard similar things, and there's obviously 2 camps on it, and there's certainly going to be a lot of information out there that we don't have access to, but I can understand why some players would be upset, and I can understand why some people would be upset at the players. I get both sides. My personal opinion is that I don't care what you guys have going on over there, but what I do know is that because y'all can't get y'all stuff together over there, you have now screwed up our football team from playing, and I don't appreciate it. So y'all need to fix that like yesterday. I don't see Dabo leaving either, but who knows what happens. All right, so let's look at the schedule for tomorrow. Oh, man. Oh, App State's playing right now versus Louisiana at Kidd Brewer Stadium in North Carolina. Got a noon kickoff tomorrow. Got several games that should be fun to watch tomorrow. You guys, if you want, you guys really should watch the Marshall versus Rice game while you're watching Ohio State destroy Michigan State. Texas A&M should beat Auburn. That'll be a spanking I'll love to watch. Keith says it's not simply because a girl is on the team. She was able to be on the team without trying out. That is bad optics. Yes. A lot of those guys, from what I hear, is that they had to work their tails off to get that position, especially the scholarship players. From my understanding, she's never played collegiate football or high school football. She's a soccer player. She can kick a soccer ball. Maybe she can kick a football. I don't know. But certainly having her come in at halftime and talk to those guys is not going to fit well for a lot of people. Now, if she went out there and she's like, hey, I know I haven't been through all the stuff you guys have been through. I'm just here to try and help because you don't have anybody, then fine. But I also heard that they had another kicker that could have kicked that they didn't let kick that they put her in for. So I don't know. But, yeah. So I'm going to enjoy watching Texas A&M destroy Auburn. If Auburn loses this game, do you guys think it increases or stays the same the amount of heat that Gus Malzahn will get this year? Auburn has a shot. Sure, everybody has a shot. Yeah, that seat over at Auburn got to be getting hot, especially after this year. That's got to be rough, man. Something tells me that Texas A&M is going to lose tomorrow, and why, I have no idea. Dumb Auburn luck, right? So Auburn right now is sitting on a 5-3 season. They lose this game, it's 5-4. And to be honest with you, I don't know that they can win this game. And I don't know that they can beat Mississippi State. Mississippi State's been looking better. Annual hot seat for Gus heats back up. It should. He's terrible. So they beat Kentucky. They lose to Georgia. They beat Arkansas, but only by 2 points. And Arkansas was supposed to be a dumpster fire. They lose to South Carolina, mind you. Beat Ole Miss by a touchdown. They mollywopped LSU. And they worked on Tennessee pretty good. And then Alabama come out and just ruin them. Just 42-13. Take yourself home. Then after that, they got to play Texas A&M. Texas A&M should destroy them. And by then, the players will probably give up on the season. So it's possible that they could go a 5-5 season right here. I don't know if that's enough to get him fired, but it's got to be close, man. I'm going to miss making fun of that guy. I'm hoping A&M wins, not because I hate Auburn, but I hate Gators more. There might be some truth to that. Texas versus K-State game. That'll be interesting to watch if you want to watch that. Gus Bus is on his last cylinder. Then around 3:30, the Tennessee-Florida game comes on. What is Florida favored at in that game? They got to be favored by, you know what? I'm going to jump over to one of the betting sites. Kellen Mond will let him down. I don't know that he can, man. Auburn is that bad this year. I mean, they really are. They really are that bad. Ooh, Clemson, Virginia Tech. I'm looking at the lines right now. Oh, my goodness. Okay. The Rice-Marshall game is a 22-point. Marshall's a 22-point favorite. Marshall is a 22-point favorite. Listen to me. Take the money and run. It should be more than that. Now, I would tell you the other team I would the other game of the day that I would bet on. I would take the Syracuse Notre Dame game. Notre Dame is a 33.5 point favorite. I'll take Syracuse and 33 points all day. All day. You know how hard it is to hang 34 points on somebody? Oh, my goodness. That's crazy. That is absolutely nuts. Notre Dame, 33.5 points. Have they even put that have they even had a spread that big all season? Probably not. Let's see. I think it's at Notre Dame, but still. So they did put 52 points on USF. They did it to Pitt. That's the only 2 games all season they've scored 33 points. That's ridiculous. There is no way I would give 33-point spread to Notre Dame. I mean, they're good, but that's a lot of points, man. Now, the game of the day, as far as I'm concerned, is probably going to be the Indiana-Wisconsin game. Number 12 Indiana versus number 6 Wisconsin. Indiana's been playing lights out, man. Those guys play with a lot of physicality. Love watching those guys fly around the field. That quarterback isn't scared to get hit. Man, he will absolutely get out there and tear it up. So if you like watching that kind of physical football, watch Indiana, man. They're showing out this year. Iowa snuck into the top 20. They're ranked number 19 versus Illinois. This is a game that I feel like, to be honest with you, I don't know what it is about this game, but Illinois has been playing a lot better. I wouldn't be surprised if Illinois somehow upsets Iowa. I'm rooting for Iowa, but always real careful about those. Oh, Indiana's quarterback is out for the season. I didn't know that, Dave. I did not know that, man. Crazy. Let's see. Huh? Oh, what's up, man? Hey, what's going on, David Johnson? Oh, he tore his ACL. I didn't know that, man. I did not know that. Don't the word dynasty, but we still have on a run. but we're still on a run. Sorry, I misread that. Tulsa somehow is ranked in the top 25. Man, it's just been a weird year, man. Number 18, Coastal Carolina. Did you ever think you'd say that? Ranked 5 spots above Oregon somehow. Then we get Clemson versus Virginia Tech. Oh, this is going to be a drubbing. This is going to be somebody getting their face beat in right here. Listen, I don't care how much you like Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech, through the years, has not been a bad football team, and they tend to have a fairly productive offense most of the time. Put 47 points on Pitt. They barely squeaked by Miami, barely squeaked by Liberty. Excuse me, they lost to Miami. They lost to Liberty. They barely squeaked by Louisville, 7 points. Lost to Wake Forest. How do you lose to Wake Forest, by the way? Let me know in the comments below. Hung 40 points on BC, put 56 points on UNC. I mean, the season started out pretty decent, and then, man, they have just went downhill. Clemson is going to absolutely trash these guys. It's not even going to be close. This game's going to be over by halftime. Clemson is going to be – this game is – I hate it because it's a primetime game. The game's going to be over. I mean, I'm sure you're going to love having the win, but don't get me wrong. Clemson's been averaging almost 45 to 50 points a game. And most of the time, I mean, the Notre Dame game was an off game, but they were playing the number 2 team in the country, and they were playing it without Trevor Lawrence. And don't at me about how this guy threw for 400 yards or whatever. Listen, Trevor Lawrence is just better. Hey, Trenches, I'm probably lagging because I'm actually running it through OBS. So sorry. Here, I can fix the lag. You ready? Now you can't see my mouth move, so now everything looks perfectly in sync. Is that better? I'll just hide behind the pop filter. And that way it's not hard. It doesn't hurt your feelings. So yeah, the Virginia Tech versus Clemson game it's not going to even be a contest. South Carolina versus Kentucky, not going to be a contest. Anyway, Trevor Lawrence, he has a factor to him. He just, if you want me to point this out to you, you say, oh, this guy threw for 400 yards. What could Trevor Lawrence do? I would immediately say, if this guy threw for 400 yards, imagine what Trevor Lawrence could do. That would be my immediate response. Lou can't pronounce Ugalala. I pronounce his name Ugalala golly, what a day. That's how I pronounce his name from that Robin Hood Disney movie years and years ago with the fox in it. Yes, sir. Landon Gosnell, how you doing, sir? What's the Florida-Tennessee game going to look like? What is Florida favored in that game by? Let me look that up. They're an 18-point favorite. If Florida comes out there to play, Florida can hang an extra 30. I mean, like, it could be a 30-point gap in that game. Florida comes out to play. Stray Dog says, come on, guys, hit the thumbs up. Yes, sir. Please hit the thumbs up. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. Don't forget, and also, in addition to that, as well as, and as everything Uncle Lou would say. So that way you feel more at home. Honestly, this game should be out of hand by halftime. Tennessee does not have a bad ball club, but they are nowhere near the caliber of Florida. I'm sorry, they're not. Georgia couldn't beat Florida. I don't see how Tennessee's going to be able to. I mean, let's be honest here. I know you see Tennessee, but Tennessee's 2-5 with losses to Kentucky, Kentucky, Arkansas. They would be 2-6, but they had their Texas A&M game postponed. They lost to Auburn Yeah, so Florida's going to come out here and just absolutely drub them. It's not even going to be close. It's probably going to be somewhere in the neighborhood of 55 to 10, 55 to 12, or something ridiculous like that. What's back, Mike? Well, welcome back, Michael. What the heck happened to Florida and Texas A&M game that looked like it was going to go to 7 overtimes like Aggie and LSU? Hard to say. Ooh. Root beer. This could be gamma radiated Kool-Aid for all you guys know. So Kyle to Kyle, 4 touchdowns. I'll say 3 touchdowns, and then you know what? I'll go 4 touchdowns. That sounds reasonable, actually. 4 touchdowns, man. Gators looking good this year, man. Gators looking good. Scott, the odds on he and Sarah. 34-10 against Kentucky. 38-17. Vandy. 63 to 35. See, I don't know, man. It's just that it's so weird the way they have played this year. But I don't believe Florida's going to beat Alabama, but I mean they're still a good team. That is not a Bud Long neck, sir. Sorry, it is not. Not even close. We don't drink that swill in here. We drink that swill outside. All right, let's see what else we got here. Oklahoma versus Baylor, Miami versus Duke. There's really no good matchups this year. This weekend. I guess BYU versus Coastal Carolina at 5:30. You want to watch that? Between the trenches says Isazima, sir, don't insult my intelligence or my manhood. I appreciate it. You know what? I'll actually probably end up watching the Ohio State game. I'll start the day out watching the Ohio State, Texas A&M. Probably flip back and forth between the Marshall Rice game and those two. Then I'll probably wait on the Tennessee Florida game. That'll probably be good to watch. I'll flip back and forth between Indiana and Wisconsin. And that'll probably wrap up right about the time Alabama starts to destroy LSU. Probably watch Virginia destroy Virginia Tech, Clemson destroyed Virginia Tech for, the first quarter. And then right about then I'll switch over and watch Oklahoma start to beat on Baylor, and probably finish the night out just watching Alabama continuing to destroy LSU. Florida does look like a better team, and the Aggies are looking worse on offense outside of Isaiah Spiller. Isaiah Spiller looks to be an incredible running back. I would be very surprised what he's going to look like after a season or two with some experience under his belt. That guy's been playing lights out, man. Woo. Just not a great Saturday for football, especially my dogs are not playing. I was actually getting ready to upload the trash talk video. Hype Blitzky says, love you, Brett. Well, I appreciate it, sir. Love all you guys, too. Love to see Tennessee shock the world and beat Florida, but not going to happen because we're a dumpster fire. South Carolina beat Georgia last year. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, teams have bad days where things fall apart. He says, I'm eating hot wings when I'm listening. Well, I'm just jealous you're not sharing. Okay, so camera. Can you guys hear me now? Okay. That right there just lost me about half of the people that were in the stream. I think I will no longer be using OBS to stream through StreamYard. That's the second time I've tried it, and that is the second time I've had all kind of microphone failures with it. So, man, what an absolute joke that is. It's annoying though, man. I mean, it's absolutely annoying. I mean, I go through the process, and then one of the reasons that I use StreamYard is because it allows me to like shrink the camera angles down and get them the way I want to get them. OBS is good software, but man, for whatever reason, it does not communicate with StreamYard very well. This is a Yeti Snowball, I believe is what it's called. Keith Carr was the gentleman who told me that these were good microphones. He has the black version. I was able to find a white version on sale. So yeah, Blue Snowball. That's it, Blue Snowball. But yeah, also a lot of times a good microphone is really determined by the filters and everything that you can set up with it in the software, and you can adjust the limiters and the noise suppression, the noise gate, the things like that. That's some good Georgia stuff right there. Oh, dude, I got a ton of Georgia stuff. I know you guys, this tie right here, which is my favorite tie. Hold on, let me grab it. Yes, I am a tiny person. I know. So yeah, it's my favorite tie. Now, I shall tie my tie without looking at any of you, or without looking down. A lot of people can't tie a tie with instructions, but me, I used to wear a tie every day to work. And not only could I tie my tie, I got to where I could tie it without looking at it. Now, see how we did. Ooh, not bad, Ricky, not bad. He said I use a clip-on. One of my favorite knots to tie is called an Eldridge knot, and it actually kind of looks like a triangle Trinity symbol. But I need instructions for that one. That one's tough. I work. No, I cannot tie a bow tie. No, sir. What's up, Husker Gray? Root beer to the rescue. Man, I am more than disappointed that Georgia is not playing tomorrow. They could have let us know ahead of time. So many other ways they could have done that. The Trinity knot. There's a Trinity. See if I can find it. Yeah, this is see if I can find it here. Let's see. Let me go back to the main screen here and drag this over here. I'm going to share my screen with you guys so you can see what the knot that I'm talking about. Share screen, the screen here. This knot on the right over here that you see, that's the Eldridge knot. It's one of my favorite ties to tie. And I also like to do the Trinity knot is like 3. This one right here always gets lots of this one always gets a lot of attention. This one right here. Boom. There's all kind of fancy ways to tie ties. Now, there is one more. I'm going to show you guys. This is called the Merovingian. For those of you that have watched The Matrix, the Merovingian has a tie like this. Now, you have to wear this with a vest. You can't wear this as a straight up, like, you have to have a coat or a vest with it because the way that it's tied, the little part is in the front, like this. And it makes the tie extremely short, but it looks really cool. All right, let's get rid of that. I do not work in sales, sir. I do not. But I can show you how you can tell if you have tied a tie properly. This is how you know. Should be able to do that with a tie, no problem, if you tie it properly. I was in the military for a while there, so we had to wear ties on a regular basis. Also, it's always kind of classy to be able to dress up. Woo! All right, well, dark magic. Is that a knot? Dark magic knot? There probably is something named that. Let's see what we got. Nope, there is not a dark magic knot, but that did pull up all kind of weird stuff. So thank you for that trouble, sir. I pulled that up. My browser recoiled in horror. Army, sir. Army. I wasn't smart enough to get in the Air Force. And quite frankly, I don't like flying. My pleasure to have served, sir. Same to you. Thank you for all your service. I had the pleasure earlier today, of buying breakfast for a Korean War veteran, elderly gentleman, very nice. Enjoyed his company. He was a first sergeant whenever he got out, so he was a lot of fun. He was a lot of fun to talk with this morning. I really enjoyed that, and he really appreciated me picking up the tab. Of course, he didn't have a choice because I had already paid for it before he knew what was going on. Thanks, Sean. Appreciate it, sir. Stinger missiles for me. What did you do, Brett? Military police officer, sir. Very limited amount of time. I think Tennessee has a shot at an upset. We'll see what happens, man. I mean, it's 2020. Anything's possible. Anything's possible. All right, guys. Well, Dwayne says, I just finished eating. He says, I was saying the way you undid your tie was dark magic. So I'll do it again for you guys real quick. I'll move the mic and I'll actually tie the tie. So you get the length right. You always want it really short on this side, and then it's over, up, around, all the way around, and then through the hole you just made, come back up through the middle, flip it back, jam it down, hold it tight, boom, like that. Just tug a little bit. And there you go. That's how you do it. Pull it out like this. It's not. Yep, I screwed it up. What did he say? Some people go around twice for a fuller knot. Well, I can't do that because that's how much it takes to go around my neck. So if I go around this thing twice, I mean, look, to go around my neck is literally over a third of the tie. It's more than a third. It's probably 2/3 of the tie. So let's try that again. I did it on the wrong side. That's why. Yeah, I can't go around. I can't go around twice. There's no way. Look, I'll go around twice. Here's twice. right? Here's twice. And I'm not even gonna stick it down. I'm just gonna put it right there. Look. Yeah, that ain't going around my neck twice. There ain't no way. Yeah. No, I mean, I knew he meant the knot, Keith. I'm just saying, I can't even get it to go around that twice. There's no way. There's no way. So, super short, right? It's super short. All right. Let's see, we go around once. That's one full rotation. Let's go for two. See what we can get. Maybe you can get two if you try. Look. Oh man, that is short. Hold on. Gotta tighten it up. All right, now looking good now. Okay. Back up. Oh. Whew. He said if somebody else wants so short, just act like the rest is missing. Listen, I've never tied that like that before in my life, dude. And look, that thing looks terrible. It's still short. Oh, man. Let's see. Let's see if it works. Let's see if it works. Oh, yeah. Winner, chicken dinner. What's going on, Pastor Dave? Yeah, I like this tie. This is my favorite tie by far. This time I'm actually going to look at what I'm doing, see if I can get a nice, pretty tie going here. Gus has a 20 million buy. It's not that hot. I don't know, man. I think they're about tired of him over there in Auburn. All right, let's see. Hold on. Got to fix it. Oh, I remember what I used to do. Okay, hold on. I don't wear ties very often, so bear with me. So let me think. Yep. Okay, I remember now. So here, over here, like that. Yep. And then across and back down in the front. Like that. Yep. And across. Pull this up. It's like that. Here. It's better be in your thumbnail. Oh, let's see. See what we got. Hold on. Yeah, fix it. Fix it, Felix. There we go. That's supposed to be the Windsor. I think it's the Windsor foreign round side nut. Yeah. Oh yeah, looking good now. Yeah. That's how you get the ladies. All right, guys. Well, that's it for me. Done with the tie. You guys are great. Thank you so much for tuning in. Had a lot of fun. I'm gonna go hang out. Have a great day, guys. Don't forget. See y'all tomorrow. God bless. Go Dogs.